Bye! So I was excited to read this. Hi there, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. You might have seen me in other places on the internet. I have been on Instagram for a super long time. My user everywhere is Cardinal Crowns. And I love making cute and colorful illustrations. I graduated from art school in Chicago in spring of 2020, so I've been graduated for about a year now. I'm still here in Chicago living with 2 roommates who are both my friends from my illustration program. I love video games, especially Pokemon. I kid you not, I know literally every single Pokemon. I actually this month just relaunched my Patreon, which I'll talk about later in the video, but before that I would draw Pokemon stickers every month and send them out to my patrons, and I love doing that and it was so much fun. I love nature and being outside and exploring, and I love animals, which I think you can probably tell through my work. To give you an idea of what kind of content you can expect from me here, I've got a bunch of different ideas. I want to do monthly studio vlogs like the one that you're watching now. These will include fun unboxing, what I order from my shop, just stuff I order for fun. They'll include what I'm up to, kind of day in the life type stuff, what I'm working on for my career, the illustration progress. I do a ton of pet portraits, so you'll get to follow along with those and other types of commissions as well. Packaging for my store, planning new merch for my store, just basically running my own business. My Patreon, where I create content every month following a certain theme. And just general life stuff like trips I go on, hanging out with my friends, what I'm eating, which I hope will become for sure more interesting just as everybody else gets vaccinated. I'm about to get my 2nd shot and oh my god, I cannot wait. In addition to monthly studio vlogs, I'd also like to make more educational type videos. Stuff like how I run my store, how I use the app Procreate, which I use to illustrate like 99% of my work, and other fun content like a tour of my art studio, a tour of the travel sketchbook I made when I was in Ireland, and a bunch of other ideas along those lines. And with that, I will let you continue to the rest of the vlog. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Seriously, it means the world. Now, on with the video. Good morning. I'm still trying to get used to talking to the camera. I don't know when I'm gonna put this part in the vlog, but this is like my first time talking to you, my audience, and just looking at the camera and speaking into it, and it is so weird. I see so many YouTubers that seem so natural, and when I'm watching the video, I think they're being weird at all. It just feels strange, and I think this is definitely an acquired skill, and like any skill, you get better by practicing. So right now, I am stressed. You know, there just seems to be a never-ending list of things to do that I can never complete fast enough, which I feel like, I mean, pretty much everyone can relate to, but This has gone on for a little too long now. The biggest thing that I'm trying to do right now is relaunch my Patreon, which I did this month. I've just finished up the print for the month, which hopefully in the future will be done a little bit before, you know, the beginning part of the month. I'm outsourcing my stickers for the first time instead of just making them myself with my Cricut. My fears have been confirmed, in which it's taking forever for them to get here, and I am just like, oh my god, please get here soon. I'm sure my patrons would understand. I mean, this is the first month. If it's just a slightly late, I feel like most people would get it, but you know, I put so much work into relaunching it, and I really just want it to be the best I can give out. There's a poll up on my Patreon right now to take the theme for next month. Right now, rainy day theme is the winner. This morning, I've pretty much just finished the Patreon print for this month of April, and then that leaves me just waiting on the stickers, which are like the two things that I send out, a sticker sheet and a mini print. And so I'm stressed, but I'm pleased with the amount of work that I've done, and I'm ready to go to the gym. It's arm day. I'm just trying to look like Cora out here, not gonna lie. And yeah, I hope that you are having an amazing day. It's a really beautiful day outside. I hope whenever you're watching this, it's also a beautiful day. Whatever that looks like to you. I will see you later. I was so excited to record me dyeing my hair, but my camera died like 3 minutes into it, unfortunately. So that sucks. Here is our result. I just finished my Patreon print for this month, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll put a picture in here. But I had so much fun working on it. It's been so long since I've tried to do just a full illustration and really just put everything I've got into one image. And I'm really excited to start doing that every month now. I think that's gonna be a really good way to practice, grow my business, grow everything. Just grow. The theme that is winning on the current poll is rainy day, which I'm really excited for. I'm glad that other people are also intrigued by this concept. I really wanted to illustrate for it. I feel like there's just so many things you can do with that. Get some cute little raindrops, rainbows, stormy clouds, snails, toads. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go that route or like cozy inside route, like tea blankies cozy. We'll see what I end up doing for that. Today is Monday, which is the day that I usually hit up the post office, so I've got a lot of order packing to do. I already hit the gym, showered, and had my lunch, so I'm ready to go. I'm honestly kind of looking forward to just spacing out and packing orders for a few hours. I'm still trying to find something to do while packing orders. I usually listen to music, but that hasn't really been doing it for me lately. I find myself spacing out too hard, like I need something more capturing my attention. I've tried listening to podcasts, and I think they take too much attention span for me to pay attention to. Like I'll always start following along, and then inevitably I'll be writing the address and just zonk out. I'm still searching for that middle ground of something that captures my attention just enough, but I don't need to be paying laser focus attention to it the whole time. And I think I might have found that in nature documentaries, which I love watching. Those are usually my hair dyeing activity. I just watched Life in Color. It's narrated by our fave, David Attenborough.
Get me there to live and shout it loud every single time. Would it be lonely to live above the bright blue sky? As I gaze you, I let the light shine on me. No matter how close I see, the colors fade away. Words are flowing out. Yeah, I'm blinded by your smile in an endless night, on an empty space. I still gaze you there.
Hello there, and welcome to a little show I like to call Courtney Talks About What She's Reading. My friend lent me some of her books when I was over at her place just hanging, and just thought that I would like these 3 graphic novels. And that series is The Adventure Zone. This series is adapted from a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Even if you've never played Dungeons & Dragons, have any interest in Dungeons & Dragons, I think it's still a super fun and engaging read, and it doesn't really require much previous knowledge about the game at all. What little you do need can just be deduced from the context of what's happening in the story. If you're not familiar, the McElroy brothers have a few different podcasts at this point, but their first and primary one for a while was My Brother and Me, which was just a comedy advice podcast. Really entertaining to listen to. Being from the same family, I feel like they vibe with each other so well and their jokes just bounce right off each other. So I was excited to read this. Carrie Peach is the illustrator for the series. She does such a great job of showing how color can be used in comics in ways that I just never would have originally thought of. I think she changes the color palette often or sets an overlay for a lot of panels and shows how color can be used for comedy, how color can be used for setting an aside, you know, where characters are whispering to one another. There are 3 of these currently out. The first one in the series is titled Here There Be Gerblins, and it sets the scene for the whole series. We're introduced to the characters, we're introduced to the quest, we're introduced to their goals as a team. I like how it starts with a very, very simple and small quest, which is transport some items, and then it very quickly spirals into something bigger and bigger and bigger. There's twists and there's turns. By the end of it, everything feels extremely well established, while at the same time, there's a lot of crucial questions that I'm wanting the answers for and looking forward to finding out in the future. The second book is my favorite out of the 3. It's Murder on the Rockport Limited, and it's basically just a train murder mystery. I just think it's so fun. These characters that I've already grown to love in the first book, now I get to find out so much more about them, how they handle certain situations, and just see them bond, honestly, while trying to figure out this mystery that I think is really well crafted. And the third book is Pedals to the Metal. It's a battle royale racing arc. So many props to Carrie Peach for drawing all of these battle cars. Oh my god. Wow. Like, there's this one shot that I'll show here, which is just the underside of a car. And this is just one panel out of a whole book of cars. On top of everything that I just said, I love a high fantasy series, and I especially love, with this series particularly, how it is such a fantastic combo of tons of humor and tons of comedy, but also super heartfelt, serious, emotional, and touching moments. And also just breaking the fourth wall as the characters talk to the dungeon master, or reference things in the last book, or just tons of stuff like that. And I'm really glad I found it. So thank you, Melissa, for putting me on that. I also read this month The Song of Achilles, infamous gay tragedy. Hello, it is me, Courtney, who you might recognize from the intro, here to record the outro. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. I've been so nervous to post this, but I'm a big advocate of putting yourself out there, and so yeah, I just really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check out what I have to offer. I've got so much exciting stuff planned, and I've been working really hard over quarantine to learn how to edit. It's really hard, but I'm really proud of myself for pushing through. I took many a class on Skillshare to learn these skills, and I hope to level up my skills a ton more with each new video. The video that I'm currently working on editing right now is a video all about Procreate and how I use the app. So drop any specific questions that you have below and I'll be sure to include them. And with that, thank you again so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Wait, before you go, here is a tiger just for you. Okay, thank you, bye! Lying down like this is definitely making it easier to talk into the camera, so maybe we'll meet here again on my bed.